Hi, this is Jasmine, and this is Crazy Cat Tarot.
I know just what you need in. You want something to believe in. Looking for a deeper meaning. Maybe I've got what you're seeking. Take a puff, it's the weekend. Listen up, don't be freaking. Can't you tell that I'm peeking? Coming soon in the deep end. Want my lips on your skin. Just one kiss can pull you in. Come on, let me give you everything.
What's your light side and what's your dark side? Let's take this deep spiritual journey together and find out the good, the bad, and everything in between. So take a look down below for the timestamps and meet me at your reading. See you there. Hey Group 1, and welcome to your reading. Are you ready to get down and deep and dark and dirty? Because I certainly am. So let's bring in the energy for group number 1. And may we all connect and be blessed here today. Thank you, Spirit, very much. Amen. Okay, so group 1, you chose the Hierophant. And as you can see, this cat has a key in its paw, kind of maybe trying to put it to its mouth, trying to keep it safe. There's actually a little smaller cat in the background, if you may notice, and flowers surrounding it. But the Hierophant is a very powerful energy, but for some reason, this cat looks like it has something on its mind. So let's get the cat definition and we'll take it from there. So the Hierophant. The church cat Luna has been a devoted mouser on the property for years. It is her home and her job. Unable to explore outside the gates, over the years Luna has become deeply familiar with the building and every exposed crack, every point of entry a mouse could exploit. It is her deep understanding and knowledge that make her catch rate superior to the other cats. The energy of the Hierophant signals a connection to others who share your traditions and beliefs. Whether or not that is a place where you find comfort is another story. You may feel trapped by what your culture or family history expects of you, or on the other hand, it may provide a sense of belonging. The Hierophant may also appear as a reminder for you to attain a connection to something bigger than yourself, and to join with others who you can learn and grow with. When the Hierophant appears, you may want to consider if you are allowing beliefs from your past to impact the decisions you make today. Are they helping or holding you back? Depending on your current situation, you may benefit from taking a tried and true approach. No need to reinvent the wheel. However, it may be traditional thinking that is causing the block. Consider how the energy of the Hierophant impacts your current situation. Is it time to follow the rules or to make your own? Positive energy. A strong sense of belonging and self. Being part of something greater than yourself. An appreciation for learning and gaining wisdom. Negative. Becoming closed-minded or not accepting of others who have different viewpoints. Trapped by tradition. Okay, so group number 1. Maybe in some way, shape or form, you are feeling trapped by tradition. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently today. So Luna, being the name of the cat, the moon, could be very significant. You may have an affirmation with the moon, Or maybe you just really feel connected to the moon, and when the full moon appears, you know, you start to feel the consequences of that. Maybe that's when you start to feel in this kind of sad energy. Yeah. I mean, this is Luna's job. It's her home. But there's something more, maybe, that Luna needs or wants. So let's find out. So I'm thinking, where should I put this as the main card? You know, this is going to be the card that separates the good and the bad side. And as you can see, I have this kind of set up like a little seance table, basically. The good side and the bad side. I actually don't have much room. So the cards might have to overlap each other a little bit. But I'm going to try to keep them separate as much as I can. But I'm just going to move things out of the way as necessary because, yeah, we like aesthetics, but we're here to get the deep meaning. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the dark. But anyway, forget about that. We're going to start with the good side of you, group number 1. So without further ado, I want to get the tea. But the good tea first. Ooh, that fell out. That spilled out. Can I get 2 more on the light side, the good side of group number 1, please? And thank you, Spirit. Sometimes when they stay in my hand, that works too. It just kind of depends on if it feels right or not. I feel like you're very intuitive, group number 1. You have to know something feels right before you really commit to it. Yes. Maybe a bit of a perfectionist. Romance and feelings. Okay, so you're good at love. You're good at expressing your love. Player, strategic. Okay, so you're good at strategizing. You're good at making a plan. You're like a chess player. You're watching other people's moves and then you're moving accordingly. And peace. Okay, group number 1. So what I'm getting so far is the good side of you, the light side of you, brings peace to the world. The player might be up here, but this could actually represent being a team player for your family, for your friends, for an actual team. You could be a member of some sort of team. This could literally be a chess team or just some sort of group activity that you connect with others with. You're the type that people want on their team because you're very strategic and you don't just shoot your shot blindly. No, you plan, you strategize before you make your move in order to make the best move possible. Okay? And you're good with love. Maybe you feel like one of your strengths is expressing how you feel, is if you feel romantic connections. You're not afraid to make the first move. You're not afraid to have a little flirt. Yeah, I feel like romance is something that you're actually confident with because you're very good at reading the energy. You can read the room, read the vibes. You're very intuitive, like I said. So you can kind of just tell if there's room for romance there and you're feeling it. Yeah, I feel like you're the one that could be making the first move. And that really intrigues people because people love that confidence. It's what they're attracted to. You know, it's all fun and games, being shy and playing coy. But closed mouths don't get fed, group number 1. And I think you know that. But see this cat even with the paw up near the mouth, the key? Yeah, so maybe you feel like you've kept your mouth shut, locked for so long. And you actually have a lot of things that you want to express. Yeah, but maybe if it's something that's not so peaceful, you're trying to strategize how to express things in a peaceful way. You don't like confrontation. Yeah, you're strategic. You're going to try to find a way to address a situation without getting into a big, huge fight about it. Yeah, because you're smarter than that and you know that you're never going to win if you're freaking out or if you lose your temper, you're the loser. Yeah, you're very calm, collected and peaceful, group number 1. And that rubs off on other people and that's why people want you on their team. That's why if you're a part of your family, you're the one that people turn to when they're looking for peace, when they're looking to resolve a situation, because you're the one who does the thinking. Sometimes maybe you feel like you overthink, or there might be too much that you need to kind of keep your eye on. There is a lot of pieces on a chessboard, but I feel like you're just so used. I feel like you're so used to that. I nearly dropped the cards, but yeah, maybe you feel like, I nearly dropped the ball there. Yeah, if you're overthinking or over piling problems on yourself, yeah, that might, you mightn't express that. Yeah, you don't express when you're feeling overwhelmed because you feel like you can strategize, you can find a way through it yourself. Yeah, you're so independent. Maybe sometimes to your own detriment, group number 1. Okay. Actually, no, I'm not going to pull the other side. What I'm going to do is we're going to focus on the light first. Sorry, maybe I should have been more prepared and certain of what to do, but I'm kind of just going with how I intuitively feel. Just like you, group number 1, you're very intuitive. You just know what feels right and what doesn't, and you're good at going with things, but you still would prefer to have a plan in place. Maybe you're a bit of a perfectionist, an organizer. You're the party planner, group number 1, because you're the only one that can be trusted to do that. I'll take this one. Can I get 2 more? Woo! Okay, well, there we go. Let me just keep note of which way they fell. Oh, the devil. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands reversed. Oh, that's 4. Okay, we'll take 4. We have the 4 of Cups. Okay. And we have the Hanged Man. Okay, so this came upright. Yeah, we've only got 1 reversal here. Okay. So you might be wondering to yourself, why has the devil come up on my good side? Hello? Whoa. We're not even on the dark side yet. Now we can't cover that piece. That piece needs to be forefront. Yeah. I feel like you make peace your priority, group number 1. Yeah, that piece. And when you kind of don't have that piece, that's when you just feel like, I'm going to drop the ball. I'm going to, all this planning, you just feel like dropping it because, yeah, you're being the party planner, being the peacemaker. It's exhausting work. Yeah, you're always thinking. You're never taking that thinking cap off. Anyway, let's read it this way. So the Hanged Man, look at the world from a different perspective. Waiting, sacrifice, hesitation, suspension, recalibration. Yeah, you want to recalibrate your strategy and start it again. And instead of just dedicating all your time, energy, resources to other things, other pieces of the board, you're looking at the king or the queen of the board, the main player. The piece that does the most. So, it's the queen. You're looking at the queen and you're thinking, oh, well, I was so busy working on all these other pieces of the board, making sure they get to where they needed to be, that I've left the poor queen where she was. She hasn't really moved. Yeah, so this is the strategy you're trying to plan now to get out of this hanged man, hanged queen energy. I just briefly thought of Henry VIII and all his wives. Did he hang a few of them? I know he beheaded some. I definitely think he did hang some of his wives, though. I can't think of any names off the top of my head, but the names could be very significant. Yeah, so you're kind of in this waiting because you've been so busy being everyone else's piece. So yeah, that's the thing. This is your light side, but this is the kind of the consequence of being everyone's piece. It's kind of showing how you're feeling, even though these are your good traits. How does this make you feel ultimately? And yet you just feel like you're putting yourself on hold, your dreams on hold to fulfill everyone else's. Okay? But see this hand, it's bringing a cup back in. So don't lose focus, or don't let your focus close you to new ideas. And don't lose focus either, group number 1. Contemplation, apathy, seclusion, closed, lack of risk, boredom, demotivation. Yeah, this is your energy in regards to yourself because you've been in the hangman energy. You're just too busy filling others' cups, that your own cup hasn't been filled, but this is like an extended hand from the sky. This is like an opportunity that you don't even see coming in that is going to refill your cups again. Yeah, and this could be you refilling your own cups, putting that self-love in, or this could be an opportunity coming in, money coming in, that you actually get the chance to fill your own cup. Yeah, the time and the energy. Yeah, and I mean, this is coming over at player strategy, and contemplation is here. So you're so busy thinking about everything and everyone. You're so kind. Your feelings, I mean, you work from your heart. That's how you're operating. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But there's some things you've kept hidden, closed, locked. This could be your mouth. So this could be a situation that you kind of do feel like maybe you need to open up and speak on. Okay? Yes, because the Five of Wands, passive, scattered, desire, complex situation, and trickery. See, your desires have been put on the back burner. Yeah, but we need to bring this to the forefront. Just like the peace that you bring to everyone else. What about your desires? They feel a bit scattered right now. Passive is just being demotivated and just, stuck, making sacrifices and not being returned to you. You're just sacrificing and that's it. That energy isn't being put back in. Yeah, and it is a complex situation because you're kind of doing what you have to do, what a queen must do. She must take care of her kingdom. But when the queen is just being completely overlooked and all her hard work isn't being appreciated, well then, yeah, she does have something to say. Isn't that right, group number one? And this is where the devil comes in to kind of double down on that. This chain that connects this couple. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've felt a little bit chained lately. And this could be chained to your responsibilities because this is this cat's job, This is her home. But her name is Luna, she has a connection with the moon, she doesn't want to just be in the church catching mice. She wants to go and play under the stars, under the moon. Maybe she doesn't want to just keep hunting in the church. She wants to hunt somewhere else, in the trees, in the forest. So maybe she's just feeling a bit sad because she feels like right now she can't go and fill her own desires. But the devil really does represent desires. Bondage, materialism, obsession, chains, shadow self, repression, powerlessness. Yeah, so maybe this situation has left you feeling powerless, but I feel like you're going to take those chains, take them away from your neck and, chain them to your demons instead. That's why you're here today. You want to know the good, but you also want to know the bad because this feeling has been here for a while. It feels like it's a bit of a lingering feeling. Yeah, responsibility and balance, harmony and alignment. Yeah, responsibility, you've got to unlock, literally. Yes. Balance, I don't know. This chained bondage energy, you could feel like you're more chained to these responsibilities. And because of that, that's why you've continued to kind of sacrifice yourself before others. Because your responsibilities, that's just the way it is. Your desires, they have to go on the burner. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Yeah, and I mean, that's a sweet song, but it's also, what's it? Some things will never change. Or maybe you've taken that passive attitude, some things will never change. And that's just that. My dreams, they're pipe dreams. I won't get a chance to do them now. I'm too old, I'm too scared, I'm too poor, I'm not good enough. Anything that we put in the way of our dreams is just basically us being scared. That's our demons that are talking to us saying, you're not good enough. Anyone can do anything. In reality, in this day and age, the possibilities are limitless. So why are you afraid when you see people boldly, living their dreams every day? And maybe that's what's been upsetting you too, because you have been witnessing this. People just boldly living their dreams, what it looks like living their best life. And maybe you feel like, even though I've got a lovely life and the church is a beautiful place to hunt and I love doing that for my masters, but I've got an urge within my soul to go and be free in the forest and to be under the moon and to let them be my guide and not just have a set routine that I don't even have time or energy to go out and see the moon. Yeah, you just want to go out and see the moon and play amongst the stars. And with this romance up here also, maybe you feel like your love life needs a bit more playtime. Yeah, it's been kind of too bondage, chained, responsibilities. Yeah, and that just gets passive and complacent. Yeah, I mean, it might be peaceful, but we don't want a passive either. I mean, if peace means passivity, I don't know, does it? maybe that's what we think it is. Yeah, maybe we think peace is just, you think you keeping the peace is just you not saying anything and being passive, but no, that might be you keeping the peace for everyone else, group one, but that's not you keeping the peace for yourself, because that's all within your heart. You're locking all that away, all your feelings, all your deepest, darkest desires. Yeah, maybe you feel sad and for even thinking like that. Oh, why would I want anywhere else? You know, I should just be happy with what I have. You are very grateful, but you're also very intuitive. You know that within you, within your heart, there's something you're not doing for you. Yeah. So I just see that lately, and maybe your whole life, group number one, you've always considered other people's feelings. You're strategic when you speak. You don't just speak out of turn. You're not passive with your words. You're actually very, very careful. But what maybe you have been passive with is your own hopes, your own dreams for the future. Or maybe these are, you know, long gone, you thought, childhood dreams that are kind of coming up again. Maybe the past nostalgia. And you're realizing that's something that gives you really deep inner peace. You don't really have the time or the energy for right now, or you feel like you can't escape the everyday responsibilities to go and dive a little bit deeper. Okay. Now what I need to do is move these out of the way for when we're pulling the other side, because this is just it's too close for comfort. Yeah. This is coming up in your soul. Maybe it's getting too close for comfort. Yeah. You don't want to speak about what's missing. You don't want to cause any pain for people. You want to be their peace. But it's coming to the surface. It's arising. And you just kind of know that you need to act swiftly. Because she's just, how much longer can she sit here sadly for? All she needs to do is decide for herself. Luna wants to go out and play under the moon. And maybe her owners might think it's too unsafe for her to be out all alone in the big bad world. Yeah, so maybe there's this with the key here. You feel like it might be unsafe for you to really dive into something that you really want to. You know, maybe that it could be financially, or, you know, you feel like it's just a risk to invest in your own wants, needs, dreams, desires. But by not doing so, you're in this sad energy. Yeah, there's so much locked in still. We need to open that up. Yeah, just to express. You want to express, but you're keeping it locked away. You're the paw in front of the cat's mouth. The key here, holding the paw and locking it. It's like locking a door and throwing away the key. Maybe you thought you could do that with your dreams, but that key is coming back around like a boomerang. So can I get one, please? One spirit animal advice message. For group number one. For the good side. The good side. Rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Beautiful. And the bee spirit. Sweet results await. I'm going to take that because I feel like I didn't ask for the good side. You know, I need to be very specific here. I might take these too. Right. Anyway, so sweet results await when you unlock this, your heart's desire. Yeah, I mean, your heart is happy, but there's still something on your mind. Yeah, you might think, everyone might think, oh, you know, this is great, this is peaceful. But this has been on your mind for a while. It's only coming up now because it's been locked away for a long time. And now it's just breaking out. Yeah, your soul desire can't hide itself anymore. Yeah, like a bird coming out of its cage. So sweet results await. Yeah, I mean, this is showing me how sweet you are. That you're so considerate of other people's peace. You think before you act. You think before you speak. You're not aggressive in any way, shape or form, but this has led to you just repressing yourself in a lot of ways. Because you're so good, you're so selfless, group number 1. This is so apparent how selfless you are and have been. But the rabbit spirit has come in to say now is a lucky time. So yeah, this is the best time for change. And maybe it's lucky that this is all coming out now, because now is actually the right time to go forth and chase your dreams. Because rabbits are very quick. Yeah, good luck catching a rabbit because they're blink and you miss them. Yeah, so I do see it darting forward for these dreams because you realize that brings you the inner peace that you bring to everyone else. Yeah, sweet results await. This can only make your life sweeter. Don't feel like you're being selfish by doing something for yourself, group number 1. Okay? Your selflessness is the absolute best part of you. But like that, it can also be your detriment. That's the thing. That's why it's so interesting to go good and bad, because they can interlap. Because your good traits can be your setbacks sometimes, and your bad traits can be your strengths. It's just about knowing the two, knowing the difference between the two, and being aware as we go forward, you know, and just understanding why it all comes from somewhere, doesn't it? So, are we ready to get dark in here? Turn off the light. Group number 1. What's the dark side for group number 1? I want to keep it light. I don't want to make it real upsetting or creepy or anything, but I'm just going to read what comes out. Because, this is just interesting in general. The good and the bad and whatever else pops out in between. But sometimes the bad is just extra juicy, isn't it? It's really spilling the tea. Okay. Whole inner growth. Now this did come reversed. I'm going to take it like that because I feel like that's significant. You don't feel whole right now without fulfilling something that's in your heart. There's still an emptiness. Bonding, intimacy. That also came reversed. But I think this is just kind of interlapping with this. Your intimacy, your bonding with others has been affected by you not feeling whole. If you feel empty, you don't really want to be sharing cups with anyone. Yeah, because when your own cup is empty, your own glass is empty, the last thing you want to do is celebrate it. Yeah, I feel like you really go into yourself quietly. You take your pain and your grief. You don't want to share that, you know, but it's not a burden. Maybe you feel like it might crack this peace if you really explain to the people around you why you need to do something for yourself. Maybe you feel like it's a bit risky. It might crack the foundations, but your foundations are cracked from within, group 1, by not fulfilling yourself. And we have insecurity, self-esteem. Okay. Yeah, I really don't have as much room on this side. I wanted the skeleton in it, but we kind of have to overlap a little bit. I'm going to put this little keyring here. I know the keyring's a bit creepy, but it adds to the vibes, okay? Just roll with it. Swords, spiders, black cats. Yeah, that's the vibes. So, Group 1, your demons. Let's really get into it now. I'm going to get serious. This isn't playful or lighthearted. Your insecurities are your biggest demons. Your lack of self-esteem is what has stopped you from unlocking this part of your heart, from unlocking these dreams, from showing them to the world, from even speaking them into existence. It can't, because it's locked. You can't open that door or that window of opportunity without letting it be known, speaking it into existence, acting as if. You're blocking yourself because of your own insecurities. The self-esteem. Yeah, I mean, I think you're so good at doing things for other people, you don't even think you'll be good at whatever it is you really want to do, your sole desire. Yeah, your insecurities are stopping you. And this reflection, yeah, maybe you're trying to reflect on these insecurities and what is it that is really, really stopping you. And this could really just be an issue with your inner self, some inner child issues that might be coming up, being brought to the surface. Yeah, because this is like a reflection on water. Yeah, self-esteem issues from when you were a child could be things that have held you back in order to, you know, feel like you're growing. You don't want that to feel upside down. I feel like your inner growth was stunted as a child. Maybe now you're in your 30s. This 30 looks significant for me. And that's the thing, it's kind of only coming up now with some deep reflection. And maybe this intimacy and bonding is you're getting deep with yourself, being real with yourself. And that this is a setback. Maybe something that makes you very insecure or that took your self-esteem has stunted or crossed your bonding with other people, intimacy issues. And maybe this could be someone who took advantage of you as a child, group number 1, and this leads to deep intimacy and bonding issues, because that bond and intimacy when you were younger got broken, got shattered, got taken advantage of, and you repressed that for years. It's coming up to the surface and it's really making you feel split apart instead of whole. You want to flip this energy around so you can really take that pot away, throw away that key, throw away the key, and then, you know, don't lock it and throw away the key, just throw away the key, unlock it. Yeah. So maybe this deep reflection has unlocked some traumas that you were happily repressing, because there's some traumas that, you know, that are just not nice to revisit. And, you know, if you can avoid it, you have. But there's something now that's crossing you that makes it unavoidable. Facing these issues, unavoidable, group number 1. Let's get some more. Tarot, can you please tell me group number 1's dark side? Please and thank you very much. Whoa. Okay. Oh, that fell. The star reversed. Okay. Unfulfilled hopes, disappointment, pessimism, doubt, despair. Unfulfilled hopes. Jumping out, the star reversed. You've provided the sun, the moon, the stars for everyone else, but your hopes are unfulfilled. She's pouring into this water, into this source, but she's pouring in. It's not given back to her. That's reversed on herself. You feel like, yeah, it's not being appreciated. All this hard work, everything you've put in, because your hopes have been neglected and forgotten about, but they're coming up. Yeah, this water, this reflection, it's kind of, if this is literally upside down, this water is falling back into her face. Yeah, so these reflections, these childhood traumas are kind of hitting you in the face right now, making you realize it's stunted you feeling completely whole, completely confident. Yeah. I mean, Luna just wants to go and play underneath the stars and look at the moon and feel that connection. She has an affirmation to the moon. And I feel like you do too, group number 1, and the stars. Yeah, but this cross to bear, this is making your star feel reversed. Because all of your energy, your effort, your nurturing has been on the outside of you. Yeah, and only you actually doing your soul purpose. And you could be doing something so worthy. You could have a great job. You could be a stay-at-home mother or father. Yeah, but whatever it is, there's something else. There's another part of you. I mean, we can be living the dream and still have other dreams. Who's to say there's a limit on dreams? There's not. There's no limit to stars in the sky. Yeah. So maybe you made one thing your whole life and you kind of forgot about the other stars in the sky, group number 1, your stars in the sky. You were focused on your family constellation. A family of constellations. I don't know what's a group of stars called? If you know, please tell me in the comments. I love to be educated. Me thinking it's like a group of animals, a murder of crows, a murder of stars. A murder of stars, group number 1. Well, you haven't, but you've repressed your own star. That you felt like your dreams were dead, murdered by yourself. Plot twist. Who murdered group 1's dreams? Group number 1. What? Plot twist. It's like Shutter Island. Plot twist. It's him all along. Yeah, the villain. But you're not a villain. But this, yeah, you've killed your own dreams for the sake of keeping the peace, group number 1. Okay. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Frivolity, frivolous. Setbacks, poverty. Cunning, careless. Frivolity twice. Wow. Yeah, your hopes have been unfulfilled because you feel like it's frivolous to dive into that. Yeah, you don't have the money, the energy, the time, the resources. You have every reason under the sun, moon and stars not to invest in yourself or your dreams. But that energy has been leaving you deeply sad, deeply repressed. And you feel like these things come into the forefront. Oh, this is why I can't even dive into it, because it brings up my dreams. That brings up my demons. But, facing your dreams, you also have to face your demons, group number 1. Yes, you are ready and willing to do this soul work. Black and white, yin and yang. I do see turning this energy around. This is not acceptable anymore. This intimacy with yourself, because it's a very private thing that you're going through, all of these traumas coming up. Yeah, maybe you feel like it's something you need to face alone, but maybe a bit of intimacy and bonding with someone close and trusted, a friend, family member, lover, could be just what you need. Share these demons. You don't have to carry them all on your own, especially if you've been carrying them for years. Yeah, okay. So let's go. Look. Selflessness. Boom. Compassion, integration, attainment. Yeah, you're attaining the key to unlock your heart's desire. But you've lived a life full of selflessness. Yeah, wow. These confirmations are just like boom, boom, boom. Success and opportunity, truth and fairness, rebirth. You are going to rebirth yourself. Because from this darkness, you're going to go straight up to the light. But you need to shine a light on the darkness first to conquer them. The demons will stay with you and stay attached to you unless you conquer them on your journey. Okay, so the Page of Swords reversed. Frivolous, cunning, careless, defensive, incompetent. You might feel like you're incompetent of doing your dreams. Ideas without action. Because you're afraid people might gossip about you. You've so much ideas. You're full of ideas. But you've kept them locked and hidden away. Maybe you've kept yourself locked and hidden away. You feel like your ideas are frivolous. And you're kind of just being careless with your own heart, your own dreams, your own goals. You're too busy strategizing for everyone else, for your team, being the main player, the star player. But the star player has his own demons. The star player has the star reversed, plot twist again. Your story is just full of twists and turns, group number one. Yeah, you might feel like your book is like a thriller. What's next? Okay. But yeah, this really, really saddens me that you don't feel like your own dreams have been worthy to chase. Enjoy the results of your hard work. Yeah. Did I turn this around? Oh yeah, I did. Somehow this got turned around. Yeah. But by reclaiming your star, shooting for the stars, your hopes and your dreams again, reconnecting with the stars, you are going to enjoy the results of all your hard work. Sweet results await. Yes, money, everything, accomplishment, inheritance, self-care, reward and satisfaction. Yeah, you're actually going to feel satisfied instead of unsatisfied, like this kitty cat here, this sad kitty. Yeah, you feel like every reason that not to do it, you will take it because you don't have enough self-belief, group number one. And I feel like people would be shocked to even know that, because you come off so confident and so competent. The thought that you feel like a reverse star and incompetent of achieving your own heart's desire. Yeah, I feel like that would shock people because you've been so hard working, so loyal to your cause, so strategic, so peaceful. You know, even in romance, you're just so good at making other people feel good. But maybe along the way, you kind of forgot how to make yourself feel good, or what it was that made you feel good, group number one. So, can we get a spirit animal message for the good side of group number one? Please and thank you, spirit. I'd like it to jump out. I don't want to just take it. Oh, I want the right one. Oh, the white raven spirit. Trust in the magic. Yeah. Trust in the magic of your hopes and dreams. Your childhood traumas. Remember when you were a child, maybe before this pain or, insecurities came, you really believed in magic. In fact, you actually trusted in magic. Yeah. I feel like you really had this idea, this fairy tale idea that when you grew up, this was going to happen, that was going to happen, and you'd live happily ever after. And even if you got this dream, I feel like you're sad because what you thought would fully satisfy you hasn't. And you kind of feel selfish. But the thing is, you've been so selfless, and you have to realize that we have many goals and desires and wants and needs. There's not just one. Yeah, so you have fulfilled so many goals, hopes and dreams, not only of yourself, but of others. You're so consistent and stable, but you have to trust in the magic of yourself. Yeah, 66 could be significant. The star reversed. We need to bring that magic back into you. We need to put that star back into you so you can shine that magic and get that magic wand now and create the life of your dreams. Manifest the life of your dreams. So for the final poll, group number one, what is the ultimate advice for group number one? Good, bad, and dark side. What do they need to do in order to make their goals a reality? What do they have to do to reconnect with their star again? Please and thank you, spirit, angels, guides, and ancestors. The coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. Yeah, your life so far has been everything you kind of wanted it to be, but this kind of unsatisfied energy, it's a detour. But you know why? Because now is the time. Now's the time for you to make magic. These detours, maybe these were things that had to be done in order for you to really be ready to do what it is that you have to do here on earth. Yeah, you might feel like you've had a lot of detours lately. Yeah. I don't know. This isn't the ultimate advice. No. Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself, back of deck. This should be the ultimate advice. Will we take it as the ultimate advice, or will we get one more mystery? You like the mystery, group number 1. But believe in yourself. The ferret? I was mixing up a ferret and a squirrel. This Squirrel Spirit is telling you, believe in yourself, trust in the magic in yourself. Detours aside, it's time. Now is the time. And finally, we have the Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Yeah, this detour of your dreams, you're going to overcome this obstacle. And when you do, sweet results await. Yeah, this is a lucky time, so now is the time to do it. These detours were meant to be, meant to happen. Yeah, maybe for you to fully manifest your dreams or to be fully ready, group number 1. Yeah, because you don't just go into things. Like I said at the start, you're a perfectionist and you're intuitive. And this is why now you feel called to action. Like the moon, you feel there's something I need to know. What is it? Now is the time. You've put it off for a long time, but there was a divine reason and purpose for that. You've been everyone's peace. You've been filling everyone's cup. You are a star, but it's time to unlock your own hopes and dreams again. Reconnect with them. Open them up. Share them with the world. These detours will be behind you. You're going to overcome any obstacle. Because that rhino, anything that comes in its way, it can headbutt it out of the way. Yeah, you're going to be headstrong now instead of passive and peaceful. Yeah, you're thinking, what about my peace, my magic? But if you trust in your magic, then no detour can stop you from your path because you are divinely guided. And you will get there, group number 1. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to start. And if you feel like you haven't fully come to terms with or connected exactly with what it is that's in your soul, that's in your heart, I do see a lot of soul searching and stargazing in order to find that star again. Trust in your magic. And one song that's come into me is Stargazing by Kygo. I will still be here stargazing, and I still look up for love. Yeah. So, yeah, I see you connecting with the night sky, the sun, the moon, the stars. And yeah, reconnecting with yourself, with your spirit, and finding that happiness, finding that inner knowing, that inner wisdom that you've been missing, and really putting that into yourself and flipping that around, finding that star. Stargazing, you found it. You're the star. It points right back to you, group number 1. So may you be very blessed. Thank you for being here with me today. I hope this helped you. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you thought of this reading. And please come back to me again very, very soon. Goodbye. Welcome to your reading here today. So if you're ready for a deep dive with me about the light and the dark, let's get going. Yeah. So let's get the meaning for the Emperor in the Cat Tarot. I really love this picture. It actually looks like my cat Leo. And I hope you like the setup as well. It's kind of one half holy and one half, not so holy, unholy. Yeah, it's a bit of both, contrasting. And right away, that's what I'm getting. You're a bit of both. You're very kind. You're a great teacher. But you're also intimidating too. Maybe people don't know how to take you, or you've got one of those arresting bitch faces that people just take you seriously, and that is a power move too. But maybe they don't see your soft side enough. Yeah, maybe you feel like you've been a little bit too serious lately. But let's see. Let's get into this first and foremost, group number 2. So the Emperor. Living with Lincoln can feel challenging at times. If you are late or inconsiderate in any way, Lincoln will hold you accountable and has a knack for letting you know. It may be a hiss. Or if you are truly out of line, he will destroy something you value, clawing your favourite chair or knocking an expensive vase off the dining table. The Emperor brings no-nonsense energy to a situation and is present to help you find clarity without allowing emotions to muddy your vision. The Emperor holds us accountable for our actions, and if we stray off the path or become distracted, he is there to swiftly enforce a course of correction. Although his presence can be intimidating, if you are operating from a place that honours your best self at the moment, he will be there to help guide you to success. Pay attention to what stirs within when you encounter the powerful and wise Emperor, because what you sense is a signal of his ruling. In a reading, the Emperor may indicate that you have some unfinished business that needs to be attended to before you can move forward. Is there something you've been neglecting or putting on the back burner to avoid discomfort? The Emperor is here to make sure all tasks, even the ones we don't like, get done. And just this part here, this is right away bringing me back to group number 1's reading. So I feel like there's also a message for you in group number 1 if you would like to go back and watch that one when we're done with this group number 2. But first and foremost, let's dive into the Emperor energy. So yeah, the Emperor is here to make sure all tasks, even the ones that we don't like, get done. So positive, a firm, secure voice of reason during times of chaos, knows how to lead a group to success, and can draw out the best in anyone. Negative, too much power corrupts, may find it easier than others to slip into the role of dictator. Yeah, so I feel like because you're contrasting, you can be a healer and you can be a hexer. You can be a teacher or you could be a thug, sort of a thing. Yeah, you could be holy. And on the other hand, you can be unholy. You're a bit of both, group number 2. See, group number 1 definitely has a message for you. Trust me on this. But yeah, you are a bit of both, group number 2. And that's quite fascinating for people because usually people pick a side and stick to it. But yeah, I feel like you can kind of move in and out effortlessly of these different energies. Yeah, you're bold, brave, and I mean, does he look scared? No, nothing scares you, group number 2. But I do feel like actually, subconsciously, it does. And we're going to get into that. But first, let's light you up a little bit first and find out what your light side is. So what's the light side of group number 2? And let's keep it light for the light side. Please and thank you, Oracle messages. I would like 3 for the light side of group number 2. What is their ultimate strengths in life? What's their power moves? Yeah. Whoa. I'm not going to take these because that's 3 and it's not the right ones. Because some of them came out for group number 1. Yes. Get your ass back to group number 1 when we're finished here. Silence, no contact. Yeah, you're good at being silent. That's a power move. Yeah, being silent for you, group number 2, is a power move. And you can go totally ghost and no contact if you have to. If you have to resort to that. Yeah. You'd rather not, but if you're pushed to it, you will. Yeah, and people can say, oh, well, you know, you're so harsh, you're so cold, but only when you're pushed to it. It's a final resort, you know, but an emperor has to do what an emperor has to do. Okay, you're good at gambling and taking a chance. You're good at keeping the silence. And you're good at being single. Okay. Okay. So, we don't have to take all these things literally, as the pictures explain it, but what we do, and it's kind of like statement analysis here. Yeah, group number 2, I feel like you might be into statement analysis and things like that, very wordy. Yeah, you're a master of your words, a wordsmith. And I forgot to bring in your energy. Can we connect with the energy of group number 2, please? Please and thank you. Okay. I feel like we're connected, of course, already. But that's the thing. I know these don't look like good sides or good things. But what this is saying is if a chance needs to be taken, something bold, and a gamble needs to be made, a decision, you do it. You do it. You are the one who goes along boldly. The emperor, he's the one who makes the decisions. Yeah, you might be gambling with things. And the thing is, if it goes into this dictator energy, I mean, what do dictators do? They gamble with people's lives, their livelihoods, their countries sometimes. Yeah, so the thing is with gambling, we want to make sure we don't go too far with it. But you always have to be willing to take a chance, to be bold, to try something new. Yeah, you're not afraid to do that, group number 2. You're not afraid. You will gamble. You will try anything and everything. And I think that is a power move, along with being silent when you need to be. Yeah, I feel like you don't really react boldly to things anymore. Yeah, I feel like you're silent with your reactions and even with your anger. And not all the time. Of course, we all have our moments, don't we? I'm sure even monks have their moments. But yeah, you know that silence is a power move. It will always work better, just cutting off your energy supply than giving your energy supply away by expressing how unhappy or angry you are, or your discontentment. And especially in regards to relationships, your silence is what kills them. Yeah. They love it, even if you're having an argument and you're just, and this, oh yeah, and this, I forgot that. You're wasting all your energy on this petty anger. But what really, really freaks people out and spooks them is when you go no contact silence. Ghosts spook people. Well, most people, not you, group number 2. You like skeletons and ghosts and all things like that. You're not afraid of them anyway. But other people are afraid of silence. But you are spiritually mature enough to know silence and no contact is a power move. And you have no problem making that move if need be, because an emperor, he can't question himself. And I don't feel like you question yourself. I feel like this is why you're comfortable to gamble and take chances, take risks, because you know that you're such a powerful energy that how could you fail? How could you fail? Look, you just exude power and confidence. But maybe this is something you have been going through alone, Maybe even when you are in a relationship, there's still a part of you that always feels that, you're on your own. Yeah, this could be kind of hyper independent. Yeah, because maybe you feel like it is a gamble to completely let someone take that much control of your kingdom. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like you're a power move when you are alone, because you're completely in your power, in your element. Yeah, being alone is your strong point, group number 2. That's when the kingdom gets worked on. That's when decisions get made. That's when things get done. Yes, you are the driving force behind your own life. Yeah, but maybe this can leave you in an energy that just makes you feel serious, or you take yourself too seriously. Yeah, and that's why it could be hard even for you to loosen up in your relationship sometimes. Yeah, because ultimately you do kind of see it as a gamble. Can you trust anyone as much as you can trust yourself? I don't think so. But you can still trust others. But yeah, I feel like you've got that divine trust within yourself. Maybe it's just a battle of trying to trust others as much as you trust your own judgment. But definitely trust your own judgment, because the emperor knows the sus. He knows what he's doing. That is for sure. So can I get 3 messages on the light side of group number 2? Please and thank you, Spirit. And may group number 2 be divinely blessed here today. And may they hear what it is they need to know. Whoa, I think that was 2. And this is 1. Let me count my chickens. But you don't count your chickens before they hatch, group number 2. Yeah, no, you're too wise for that. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups. Everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. Happiness, compassion, trust in the universe, high-minded, optimism. Yeah, what did I say? You trust your own judgment, your own mind, because the Emperor, you are, you're kind of a cut above the rest, wisdom-wise, I would say. Everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. Yeah, so any gamble that you have taken, they are going to turn out very well. And even if this gamble, maybe you're investing in something for yourself right now, and you're completely dedicating all your energy, your high-mindedness into this to elevate your life, your ideas. And it was a risk, a gamble. And you actually had to go silent, no contact, to really, really invest all your energy into this. But it's going to turn out well, because look at him. It's like he's sitting on his throne. The Emperor sits on the throne too. Happiness is coming. Trust in the universe. Yeah, this is a very optimistic card, group number 2. There's a deeper meaning, attainment, optimism, selflessness. Yeah. You've been selfless for so long that now it's time to put this gamble into you. And maybe you feel like it's safest to do it alone, but maybe that's the real gamble, actually letting the walls down, letting the guard down to make room for love, for a deeper meaning, to attain this trust that you have for yourself with someone else. I think that's something that you have struggled with, group number 2. I'm definitely picking that up. Yeah. But whatever this is that you're investing in, you're really putting your everything into it, and you're not speaking about it, you're not broadcasting it, because you're so busy putting time into it, because you know that, this is bringing me back to group number 1. Closed mouths don't get fed. Yeah, but you're keeping your mouth closed, but you're opening up new opportunities. Roads are opening for you. Yeah, you're just investing your time into what you know is worthy, which is yourself. Okay, yeah. You're definitely high-minded, group number 2. Okay, 5 of Swords. Sometimes the victory is not worth the price. Selfishness, conflict, aggression, argument, fear of failure, self-sabotage, anxiety. So remember I said at the start that I'm getting contrasting energies, which I really am. Let me pick this up. Let me show you selflessness and selfishness. So here and here, this is a contrasting energy. This is still coming on your good side. So the thing is, I feel like even when you get whatever it is you're putting all your time, energy, and effort into, sometimes the victory is not worth the price. Sometimes it still leaves you feeling a little deflated, a little low. It's like when you do your personal best, you don't celebrate for long, because straight away, I can do better. I can do better. You're just constantly pushing yourself to be better, but in a way that's making you be too serious. And, sometimes it is the loosening up a bit, not just putting it all on yourself, because all you can do is trust yourself. Yeah. That's the true challenge, group number 2, is trusting someone else enough with your kingdom. Yeah, side by side. 7 of Cups reversed. Desire, lust, vanity, wrath, temptation, distraction, and disarray. Because I do get a very focused energy coming from you. But I do feel like there's still a lot going on in your life. So it's not as if this Emperor can just dedicate everything into, what he wants. The kingdom comes first. And I feel like with you, group number 2, your kingdom comes first. And your desires and, your lust, things that you really, really want, have kind of been pushed to the back because there's been more important things going on. Yeah, group number 1 has a message for you. Group number 2, these are one and the same at this point. Very similar readings. Yeah, you need both messages, definitely. because you're very powerful, but you have distractions around you. You have other cups, you know, other eggs in the basket. You don't want to count your eggs before they hatch or count your chickens before they hatch. Yeah, I mean, we can count our eggs and that's not going to change unless someone steals the eggs. But no, like the chickens, you can't count your chickens before they hatch. Yeah. So maybe it's a temptation to really just completely go ghost on everyone and completely just invest in yourself. Everything, absolutely everything. Maybe underneath it all, that is your deepest desire to really just do you. Maybe ruling this kingdom has just felt like it's gambling, because maybe this emperor feels like their kingdom, their family, maybe can turn against them. They can put them on a pedestal, but they can take them down just as quickly. Yeah, so there might be some family issues here coming up. And sometimes the best way to deal with that conflict, you do it with silence, group number 2. And I think that does make people uncomfortable, because people just expect a reaction, because people are so reactive. And, you know, our reactions are actually data for companies, for everyone. But yeah, I don't see you giving your reaction away easily, or your energy. So these distractions coming up have been sending you into a disarray, because it's not like you to let temptation get the better of you. But yeah, sometimes when you're just on your own so much, it is easy to say, well, you know, I need a break and I deserve this. But what I really do feel is, with this wrath coming up, like this first card said, there's a fine line between a controller, a ruler, an emperor, and a dictator. Yeah, so I really do see your wrath coming out when something doesn't turn out the way it's supposed to. And this could be in regards to family, but this could be you, your own personal projects. I feel like you're very hard on yourself when you don't continuously feel like you're improving, but you're such a perfectionist that this perfection you're looking to attain, yeah, it's nothing will ever be perfect, but you are doing more than enough. And it's not just good enough, it's better than good enough. You're doing great. And any risks and gambles that you take on yourself, they will pay off 100%. So, can we get a spirit animal message for group number 2? Please and thank you. We have the lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. Yeah, so I think this is coming out to say, even though you have been investing a lot of time into what it is that you're seeking lately, a lot of mental energy, be generous of spirit. Don't forget that there's still other people, other family members that need a bit of your wisdom as well. Don't keep all your wisdom for yourself, because you are like the wise lion. You're like Mufasa in The Lion King. You give great advice, and there might be people around right now who actually really need that advice. But because you're being silent, going ghost, doing you, or at least thinking about it, yeah, maybe this lion spirit is coming up, showing you that you actually do have the courage to take gambles, take a chance and a risk on yourself. It's not even a risk, because you intuitively know you've got this. How could you not? How could you lose? Yeah. So yeah, this is a very good sign, because the lion is confidence, and it starts with confidence, and it just grows from there. It's like a beautiful garden of possibilities. So, what next? Group number 2. Are we doing the dark side? Are we doing the dark side? Oh, yes, we are. You're doing you, but we're doing the light and the dark side too. So, can I get 3 oracle messages to represent group number 2's dark side, please and thank you. Woo. Can I get 2 more oracle messages And can I get, one final spirit animal message? Or not spirit animal message. Can I get one more oracle message, please, for group number 2's dark side? Ooh, let's reveal. Lies, keeping secrets. Okay. Intuition, inner knowing. Yes, you definitely have a lot of intuition and inner knowing. That's for sure, group number 2. And you just know that you can trust yourself. Your wisdom is priceless, and mask, not showing true self. Okay. So these are your demons that you're battling with right now, group number 2. Lies, keeping secrets is coming here because you're not showing your true self. You're wearing a mask about something. There's 2 masks here. So this is a double mask. You might feel that someone that you meet or have met recently is wearing a mask, or you yourself, group number 2, could be wearing a mask. But I also feel like this could be 2 people within a relationship, both wearing masks, but different masks, lying to each other about 2 different things. Or it could be the same thing, and that could be ironic if they're both lying about the same thing. It's just, it doesn't even make sense. But that's how it goes sometimes. It just be like that. People wear masks and lie all the time, even to the ones that they love. Maybe in the past you have lied, you've wore masks to people you've loved, like your family members. But yeah, I do feel like now that you're in this Emperor energy, you're not hiding behind no mask, no. But I do feel like there's someone or a few people in your life, seeing as there's 2 masks, who are wearing masks, and you feel like they're trying to deceive or hide the truth from you. But your intuition is so strong that ultimately you know when you're being lied to. You know when people are masking themselves, their feelings, their intentions. And even if they tell you different, you've got your intuition and you trust yourself. Like I said, more than you trust anyone else, more than you trust any of these people here who are wearing masks. And that is actually a very positive trait, because you can identify these demons essentially, because demons don't come as their true self. Yeah, they mimic and they mask. They say sometimes even mediums who talk to the dead, there can be demons who come in and mimic the loved one that they're trying to summon or get in contact with. So that's the thing. Yeah, you might feel like there's some demons in your life who are hiding behind some masks. And I do feel like intuitively you're on the ball and you already know this. But it's hard because when you cannot prove what they are, if they haven't leaving any evidence behind, they're not showing their true self, they're keeping secrets, so it means they're kind of going out of their way to keep it. Yeah. So if they're not showing their true self, you know this. You know there's something up. There's something they're lying about. But unless there's evidence, you can't really prove it. And that's the problem. That's what really bothers you. And that's what could be having you feeling so serious right now. Because you really do take your own intuition seriously. It's an inner knowing, your inner wisdom. People would pay for that wisdom, group number 2. And it frustrates you because when you know you're being lied to, but you don't know what about, you kind of become obsessed with it then. And you feel like that's why it's taking a chance and taking such a risk on love. Because sometimes love lies. Yes. Yeah, there's a song, I actually don't even know the song at all. I've heard it once or twice. It's called Love Lies. Just tell me how your love lies. I don't even know what the song's about, genuinely. Love lies, though. And yeah, I think that is one of your biggest fears, because intuitively, handing over that crown or that throne to someone else, will they step up into that same energy that you're bringing? I don't feel like you trust that they will. especially not when they're lying and keeping secrets. Because intuitively, you just don't know exactly what. It's like a policeman who wants to arrest a criminal, and he knows that this guy is a criminal or this girl is a criminal, whoever. But until he has the evidence to prove it, unless he's got photographic evidence, video evidence, or, just some evidence that can place him at a crime scene, it's speculation until then. And I don't really see that you're one to speculate, but when it comes to your intuition, it never misses. So yeah, you're not comfortable speculating exactly, but I do feel like you're comfortable to call out someone for being a liar and you're wearing a mask. And even if this person is saying, no, I'm not, what are you talking about? They can't convince you to turn your back on your intuition. No, because that's stronger. Your connection with yourself is so strong that you can't be gaslit and told that your intuition is wrong, because your intuition is never wrong. It hasn't guided you wrong before, so why would it now? So this falling on your dark side, this is showing me that sometimes what you know intuitively, you wish you didn't. I feel like sometimes you wish you could just disconnect like everyone else and just not know, things deeper, and not think deeper about things, and just relax and go with the program and everything is fine. But no, I feel like you're a bit too deep for that. And yeah, I mean, it can be upsetting to have such an on-point intuition that when the people you're closest to are lying to your face, but you can't prove it. But I do know that you're not one to just boldly go and make accusations. You keep silent, and I feel like you dig until you find that evidence. Because that police officer, he will find that evidence, but he has to keep tabs on this criminal. I see you keeping tabs on someone somehow, group number 2. And this could be, an obsessive energy. Yeah. You are obsessive when you love things. Like, you're obsessive about your kingdom because you love it. You're obsessive about your ideas because they're great. Yeah, so all you need is to not be distracted. And, to really just, it's a journey you're on alone, dream-wise, goal-wise, career-wise. Yeah, so I feel like you trust in yourself to give yourself a good career, more so than you do of them giving you a good relationship. And even if you're not connecting with anyone in particular right now, this is just in general. You don't trust someone else to give you what you can give yourself already, and it's less disappointing that way. Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing, you literally could be connected with someone in a full-on serious commitment and still feel like this, group number 2. You have a strong connect with yourself, but that can make you disconnect with others because, yeah, you've always been a bit different, a bit of both. So you're a great lover, but you're also a great loner, group number 2. And yeah, it's a bit of a power battle, a power dynamic struggle. Okay, so what animal spirit is with group number 2 when it comes to these masked liars coming up in their reading? The groundhog spirit, time to let go. Yeah, maybe your intuition is telling you, group number 2, it's time to let go. Because if you've given this person apt reason or apt chances, yeah, take a chance gambling, yeah. If you've given someone the chance to reveal themselves, if you've kind of called them out and said, look, I know there's something you're hiding, just tell me, don't make me find out my way, or else I'm going to go the highway. Yeah, you're at that energy, my way or the highway now. You're in control. You're the emperor. And if someone is lying or hiding things from you and they're trying to make you question your own intuition, yeah, there's a song, there's a line in it, it's a Cardi B song, and she's talking about how he makes her question herself. Be careful with me. Don't you know what you're doing? Whose feelings that you're bruising? Be careful with me. Yeah, because if they keep on lying to you and wearing a mask, you're gonna let them go. This heart in the groundhog's hand, you're gonna let them go. Yeah, you feel like love has been kind of just the same old story. Lies and deceit, and your intuition could have told you that already. But yeah, this is kind of not the best attitude towards love. Yeah. Do you know what I didn't do? I knew that. I'm like, there's something missing. I didn't pull any tarot for your dark side group number 2. So sorry about that. We're getting ahead of ourselves here. See, that's the thing. You don't want to get ahead of yourself and make any speculation or bold claims. You could be wrong. I mean, you are very wise and intuitive. Inner knowing you have that, but you know, you still allow for the possibility you could be wrong. So you don't want to just, you still want to have something to back you up, evidence. Because you know what, people are like gaslighters. Yeah, but you're going to let this heart go. You've been holding on to it every day. Groundhog dates. Every day, same as the other. Yeah. But your intuition is telling you something's got to change. Yeah, and that someone's been lying. Okay, the energy of change. Wow, because it felt like this. I'm like, this is flipping on its face, on this face. Right. Okay, let's not get distracted. The energy of change, just like I said, something's got to change. Options, movement, and conflict. Yeah, you're basically telling them, if you don't change, I'm moving on with my options. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to take it this way because I like this realization. This is what it is. It's like a realization that, I mean, this is coming on the dark side, but this looks like an angel filling a cup of holy water. You are the temperance. But if this is coming on the dark side, you know, see, the combination of forces, the intuition, the inner knowing, it's with you, your power, and just your natural talent. You've got so much natural talent, and I feel like that really intimidates others, group number 2. People don't really know how you do it. I mean, what sort of juju is group number 2 doing? How do they just manage to be so capable and do everything? Yeah, seek balance and create a calm atmosphere. Yeah, so it looks like this is an angel, and the angel is kind of filling her own cup. Yeah, his or her own cup. I don't mean to assume. See, we don't want to assume. We don't want to speculate. But we see what we see. We see what we see, and we know what we know. I feel like you could be a psychic or an intuitive. Yes, temperance. But you bring the balance, you know, a combination of 2 forces. Yeah. You don't want to just throw these cups away, this combination of 2 forces. You feel like this union, you know, you still have so much to give each other's cups. But they're lying about something. There's a mask on. And you're nearly ready to let go because your dark side has been brought out enough by a liar who has been keeping secrets from you, because there's no keeping secrets from the emperor. I mean, what happened back in the days of emperors and empresses? What would they have done to liars and thieves and people who are keeping secrets? That's high treason. That was punished by capital punishment. Yeah, so your capital punishment is throwing away their heart, eating their heart, chewing it up and spitting it out. Yeah, because you can be a brute if you want to be a dictator. Yeah, so instead of taking this sweet approach with your heart or their heart, you can be an absolute dictator, chew them up and spit them out. You can be harsh, group 2. But you've got the temperance, and it balances out with your intuition, because intuitively, you know, being harsh does not get you the peace, the inner peace and loving that you're craving. Yeah, you're not looking for a fight. but you are looking for proof. And if you get that proof, I do see you letting go of some sort of connection, group number 2, because of lies. And I do think you were patient and you gave them a chance to explain themselves. But the reality is, if they've been committing treason of any kind on your heart, there's 2, well then, it's capital punishment. You are the judge, jury, and the executioner. Like I said, you are an absolute angel sometimes, but you can be the devil. You know, you can bang that gavel and off to get executed. Yeah, you could execute their heart, especially if they lied to you. This brings out your really harsh energy. Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Problems, insecurity, failure, slothfulness, dullness of mind, instability. Yeah, see, this Temperance is very contrasting. Like, this whole read is contrasting. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The combination and the balance of forces, moderation. Your intuition, you intuitively know that you can do both. And you're trying to balance everything. You know, you can be good, but you can be just as bad a bitch if you have to be. Yeah, but this problem that's coming up, this is happening because, I mean, the 10 of Pentacles upright is very great, very lucrative. But with the 10 of Pentacles reversed, that's slothfulness. That's kind of a lack of action, dullness of mind. And having instability of any kind in a relationship is enough to make you want to leave, to let go. Because everything feels upside down. All this money, energy, time, you want this to be something that you can bask in and both of you can enjoy, you know, the balance of both. But yeah, I don't think you can really enjoy anything when you know there's something going on in the background, but you're still not sure. You know there's something, but you don't know what it is, and you're kind of keeping tabs, waiting patiently. I think your intuition is telling you that, yeah, there's something you need to know. There's something that needs to be revealed. You want to take that mask off and reveal, kind of like Scooby-Doo revealing the monster at the end. Who is it that's dressed up as a monster? And usually, if I remember correctly, the monster was usually someone that they met along the way in that episode. Yeah, so the monster you're going to be revealing is someone that's actually been with you on your journey, disguised as a friend or someone who has your back, you know, a family member, a lover. A lover is not showing their true self. Okay. Overabundance, excessive pleasure, loss of prestige, disloyalty, rejection, and betrayal. Yeah, I feel like this is why you feel like love is a risk, because all these things can happen. This Temperance that fills both cups, this energy can be changed just as quickly to an overabundance, excessive pleasure, too much drinking, too much smoking, too much of the good stuff. And then it goes into too much of the bad stuff because it takes its toll on you. Yeah. So, I feel like you and the person you're connecting with, these are kind of connecting more with your own personal pleasures right now than each other, because there's something that has been in the way of this relationship, lies and mask. Yeah. And maybe this excessive self-pleasure, excessive pleasure is because you feel like you're the only one filling your own cups right now. Self-pleasure, maybe you are enjoying and indulging in self-pleasure right now. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, you definitely are, because nobody can do it like the Emperor can, if you get my drift. Yeah. And I don't know, I don't really want to say this, but it's coming. Okay. I'm compelled to say it. Yeah, you might feel like you're pleasuring yourself more than whoever it is you're connecting with on that level. Yeah, you're doing it yourself because they're too busy lying and wearing a mask. Yeah, maybe it could be in terms of sexual energies. They're keeping secrets about something sexual, whether that's something they're doing or their sexuality, or just how their love language, their intimate love language. There's something they're not open about. Maybe it's something they're embarrassed about, or it's just something they don't feel comfortable sharing. But that doesn't make a happy emperor if their divine counterpart isn't being open with them. You know, that still feels like treason. Disloyalty, rejection, and betrayal. Growth, experiencing growth, community. Yeah, so if this is turned upside down, loss of prestige. Because the emperor has a lot of prestige, but your dark side could be any prestige that you have. It could be so quickly gone if you allow your heart to control you. Yeah, if you let your heart control you, you're left with empty cups. And I feel like that is how you feel, how you've kind of always felt. And if anything, dealing with lovers that are lying and keeping secrets and not kind of revealing their true self. Yeah, you know, it mightn't even be a bad thing like the monsters in Scooby-Doo. It might just be something shocking, a shocking secret about them. Not necessarily a deal breaker. But what is a deal breaker is lies and masks. Because when you see that, and especially when you've got evidence, you're just going to get your sword and cut the cords, cut the ties. You don't fuck with the emperor, and you don't lie to the emperor. That you do not. Did we only get 2 of these? No. I'm a bit frazzled. Yeah, I do feel like you're a bit frazzled. When you're dealing with liars, it just, it frazzles you. Group number 2. Okay. So what we want to do now, we have pulled the spirit animal. What we want to do is pull a final spirit animal and connect these, you know, your light and your dark side, and maybe get some advice as to what to do. You know, you are in this emperor energy, but what's the next step? What's the next step for group number 2? What do they need to do to overcome the issues on their mind? What animal spirit has a message for group number 2 to close out the reading here today? Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. Back of deck, vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. What do vultures feast on? Dead things. I feel like something might be dwindling out in a relationship, and either that, it's dwindling out, or it is transforming into something new. It's kind of in the cocoon stage right now. There's something kind of cooking up. Maybe they're cooking up the truth to tell you. But no, I feel like this butterfly spirit, you can transform dead, hopeless energy. Yeah, just pain and sadness. And you can, you know, even people betraying you, you use that to your advantage. This makes you bloom, because if anything, it makes you realize 100% that your intuition, spot on, always. Never, ever, ever question that intuition. Yes. But there is a transformation, a self-transformation, self-pleasure. Yeah, I feel like, you know, this butterfly energy, you feel so alive. Yeah, like a butterfly spreading its wings. You can give that feeling to yourself. I do feel like you want it with this person. You are clinging onto their heart. It's like there's no tomorrow. You could put it in your mouth. You could throw it on the floor, but you're clinging to it kind of sadly. But if it's saying time to let go, maybe that's what you need to do in order to really come into this butterfly energy. Group number 2. it's a tough one, because if you love someone really, really deeply, it's very painful, because obviously you want them on this transformation journey with you. And, you know, that would be the ideal situation. But if your intuition has been screaming at you or giving you warning signs, red flags, bells, confirmations, if this is just another confirmation here today that, right, yeah, there's something up, somebody's lying, I'm sussing it out. You're in the investigative phase, but once you have evidence, I see you being ruthless with that. Yeah. And maybe instead of being a loyal protector, you might turn into the judge, the jury, and the executioner. But the real revenge, group number 2, to anyone that hurts or lies to you, is to just get better, to just transform and continue getting more and more beautiful, while they stay stagnant and stuck and hiding themselves, because you're not living your true self, or you're not living your true authentic soul purpose when you're wearing a mask. And I mean, if you've given them opportunity to reveal themselves and they haven't, well, I mean, the emperor won't stick around to be lied to. So unless they match this emperor energy, this monarch, the emperor is a monarch, this monarch sort of butterfly energy, they're not going to step up and be your co-monarch. You're going to let go of their heart. You're still clinging on to it. And temperance is kind of you going from the good to the bad. Like I said, you're a contrast. You do both. You are both. This could be your sexuality. This could also be their sexuality. But you fill cups. But, you know, you like it when they pour into your cup. You just want that energy matched. But if they're not stepping up and even being real and authentic with themselves, how are they going to be an authentic ruler with you when it comes to this whole kingdom? Yeah. So, yeah, group number 2. Your light and your dark side, it's quite complicated, and you can be the healer or the hexer. And with this connection, yeah, you can heal this connection, or you can hex it. You can cut the cords, or you can try renew the hope, renew the bond. But that starts with taking the mask off. So I see you like Scooby-Doo demanding them, reveal your mask now. And then they take off. I knew it. My intuition was right all along. And like I said, it mightn't be a bad reveal or a deal breaker. And the biggest deal breaker here is lying to an emperor in the first place, because capital punishment if they really cross you. So you can fly away from this situation, or you can stick around a bit more in the cocoon and wait for them to reveal themselves, group number 2. But yeah, I don't know. If this is making you sad to hold on to, then it's time to let it go. Let it go. Can't hold me back anymore. Yeah, so this holding back energy, there's no holding back. No holds barred. Yeah, when you cross the emperor, there's no holds barred. So God bless anyone that crosses you, group number 2, because you are not to be messed with. The lion and the emperor, these are fierce. I mean, the emperor nearly looks like a lion itself, you know? So, that intimidation, that resting bitch face, it's all well and good. But when you've really pissed you off, they've more to worry about than just the resting bitch face. Because you are going to fly off, because you are a monarch. You can have a kingdom anywhere, with anyone, with yourself. You've been ruling kind of on your own for a long time. So if the energy ain't matched, you're going to graze elsewhere in the grass. Or you're going to find some new flowers to pollinate, or to pollinate you. Group number 2. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and let me know underneath if this resonated and what you would like to see next. Please and thank you. Mwah. And God bless. Thank you and goodbye. Hey Group 3, and welcome to your reading here today. If you chose the 3rd card, Temperance, then you are in the right place here today. So let's tap in the energy for group number 3 here today. Please and thank you, spirits, angels, guides, God. May we all be divinely blessed here today. Please and thank you. Amen. Can I get an amen? It's very late, so I think I'm just getting a bit wacky. Group number 3. So Temperance, dedicated to Coco. You could like Coco. Now I want Coco. Slow and purposeful, Coco walks along the narrow beam that ran across a small fish ladder. To make it across safely and possibly to enjoy a quick meal, Coco knew she would need to calm her impulses. From this very precarious position, Coco was able to appreciate the struggle the salmon were enduring, as they both faced potential danger. When you lean into the energy of temperance during a time of difficulty, you will discover that the ability to appreciate the feelings and power each position holds is within you. It is in the middle ground that your stress levels will decrease and your vibration will rise. It is time to walk between the waves in order to ease friction by allowing space for opposing ideas to have their time. When temperance appears, you are asked not to look at the differences that keep you apart, but rather the areas of agreement that can bring you together. Through compromise, you will find balance. Could your current situation use a mediator? Are you willing to compromise a little so all parties get something they desire? So positive, in control of emotions, capable of seeing both sides of a situation, open to understanding and meeting in the middle, bringing others together harmoniously, searches for areas of agreement. Negative, giving in to appease others, negotiating away power, swinging to an extreme position and feeling unhealthy. Okay, group number 3. Well, let's not dive in to the deep, dark and mysterious just yet, or the strange, dark and mysterious. You might like scary stories, group number 3. I think we all like the strange, dark and mysterious, just a little bit. Can we get 3 love oracle messages for the light side, the good side? Ooh, 2 flipped. I want 3, but I want them separately. Okay, let's specify. Maybe you need to specify more during agreements. Yeah, to make sure your point is getting across. Okay, we have ex-lover, old spark, non-committal, independent. Oh, I've got a ringing in my ear. Okay. I hope that's a good sign and it means we're on the right track. Okay, so you're independent right now. Yeah, this cat is out independently getting these fish. You're out for the bag. You're out for yourself right now. Coming on the light side, an ex-lover and non-committal. So actually, maybe a dark situation with an ex-lover brought out your light side, your good side. It actually connected you with your divine purpose in life, group number 3. Yeah, I think it took a little bit of heartbreak in order for you to come back to your true power, to come back to yourself and realize, oh, well, I caught all these fish. So why did I think my ex-lover or, someone else could do that? I'm independent. I catch my own fish. Please and thank you. You don't need nobody to feed yourself. But if it's saying feeling unhealthy, you might be feeling like food-wise you're not fully living up to your full potential food-wise. Yeah. Don't know why that came to me, but just with these fish and stuff here and feeling unhealthy, maybe you're feeling unhealthy because of your food choices. Okay, call, hearing from them. Okay. So the light side of you or your relationship, take whatever way it resonates, because I'm just kind of reading what comes out. But, you know, if it turns into a love reading, so be it. Okay, so maybe your light side, right now you're embracing your independent, non-committal energy. Yeah, but I feel like you're going to hear from an ex-lover, an old spark, and they're going to try come in and feast with you. Yeah, I mean, eat with good company, even if it's alone. But I do get an ex-lover calling you up saying, hey, if you ever need company, group number 3, well, I'm right here and I'm ready to relight that spark if you would allow me to. But being non-committal right now, I do feel like you're kind of okay. You're doing your own thing. You're fine. But this girl looks a bit, you know, embedded into her phone. So I do feel like this ex-lover still has some sort of an emotional attachment or connection with you, that they're an ex for a reason, but also you get a bit of excitement. Yeah, so maybe you felt like an old love was like the light of your life. And now being suddenly in this independent energy, you're only really coming into it. And maybe this ex-lover that you've kind of moved on from is deciding they want to come back in and check how you are. Maybe when they see now that you've got all this fish, maybe when you felt like you had no assets or no money, no food, you know, that they weren't being there 100%. And now that you've gone and done all these things yourself, they kind of want to come back for a slice of the pie, and you're just telling them, well, I don't really need anyone to help me finish this meal because I'm hungry. Hungry like the wolf. Maybe this ex-lover is hungry like the wolf. Maybe you see them as a wolf in sheep's clothing, hence why they're an ex-lover. So for the light side of group number 3 tarot, can I get 3 cards to describe the strengths of group number 3? Please and thank you. And may group number 3 be divinely blessed here today. Which one? I want to take them both. I'm going to take them both. Let's not mess around here. Yeah, I feel like you're not the type to mess around. You kind of like to get to the point. Yeah. Okay. 10 of Swords. I don't mean to laugh. It's just, this ex-lover. Bet it was them. Culprit. It has ended and finished for better or worse. Yes, they are the culprit. Ruin, defeat, failure, insolence, overthrow, speaking many words, hopelessness. Speaking many words, maybe you did leave things on a sour note, but maybe if they text or call you and you hear from them, that energy has become significantly sweeter. But you don't forget those words. Words are like swords. Yeah, and they leave a mark on our heart, even if you can't see them. Yeah, okay. 7 of Pentacles reversed. Waste, disorganization, chaos, giving up, impatience, no reward, imprudence. I feel like that's how you saw this relationship, that it was, instead of kind of watching it grow, you were kind of just watching it wilt. Yeah, and I think it took something dramatic happening to really, I mean, even though this garden wasn't growing, it still took lots of swords to completely ruin and defeat, destroy the garden and the hope. Yeah. 6 of Cups reversed. Strife arising from vanity, thanklessness, cynicism, independence, and unforgiveness. Okay. Responsibility, harmony, alignment, healing, and empathy. Yeah, I feel like you've had to heal and empathize with yourself, group number 3. Because this ex-lover, strife arising from vanity. Yeah, I feel like instead of joining forces with you. Let's say if this cat had a fishing partner, I feel like this fishing partner would eat the fish instead of piling them up and bringing them home and sharing them out equally. Yeah, they take it and they eat it, and then, yeah, they weren't as considerate as you. Hungry like the wolf, yeah, they would eat and not even consider how you're feeling or what you want. And I'm not talking physically food, but you know what I mean? They would fill their own cups, invest in themselves, do them. But yeah, I feel like you just feel like you were stabbed in the back, and all this hard work, this growth you were trying to do, it just backfired and you were stabbed in the back. Can we get a spirit animal message? Because this is supposed to be the light side. Maybe we're doing it opposite today. We'll see what comes out on the other side, and we'll just see where we end up in this reading. We're all just on this journey together. Group number 3. We have the Ant Spirit, time to collaborate, which is interesting because you did get non-committal independent. So maybe it is time to reach out to friends, to family, to your community, and get involved. And because that's the thing, this cat has so much fish to share out, and if this ex-lover is gone with the wind, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. If this ex-lover is gone with the wind, I do see family and friends helping you rebuild the pieces, collaborating in order to rebuild that independent spirit, because you are independent, obviously. That much is clear. But, you can be independent and still get a little bit of help. Don't be afraid to ask for help, group number 3. Right, so for the dark side, let's spill the tea over here. What's the dark side about group number 3? Let's give it to them straight. I mean, I know the good side is a bit, it kind of took a harsh ending in order for a new beginning for yourself. But, ultimately, I do see you overcame that, and you can kind of see the positive lessons in that bad situation. So you're well able to take a negative situation and turn it into a positive one. You're a magician, group number 3. This one's gonna slide now. Can I get one more for the dark side of group number 3? I'll take that one. Let's see. And if these all come up good, then maybe we'll switch the energy. Competition, the other woman. Signs, love, meanings. Okay. And travel, experience new things. The dark side of love. I don't think that's a song. I just wanted to say that. The other woman, right. Let's get into it, okay? So group number 3, I don't want to make assumptions, because for all I know, you could be the other woman. You could be this fabulous peacock showing off your fabulous feathers, not caring who's looking as long as they're looking, if you get me. And that could be your dark side. You want that attention, even when, you shouldn't. Maybe the thrill of wanting something you can't have. Or the dark side could be if there was another woman involved in a breakup of some sort. Yeah, I feel like that really brought you into your dark energy. Yeah. Signs, meaning, and love. Yeah. I feel like you've seen the signs, group number 3, that love is coming on the dark side. Meanings. Yeah, if we're taking this in a negative way, you've given up on love. Maybe you feel like your ex-lover has moved on with someone else, and that's why hearing from them would be a shock, even a thrill maybe. But, you know, if love to you right now, love is kind of, doesn't have the best reputation, but that could just be the lovers and not the love itself. Ooh, are we calling you out here, group number 3? Travel, experience new things. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of times you were afraid to travel, to go and put yourself at risk in order to reap a better reward. Yeah, and in a way that could have kept you very stuck for a long time. But when you actually do move and experience new things, this could be a physical move, but what I mean is when we get up and we try and we go out and do new things, we actually realize, well, that was like self-imposed isolation. It's like an open prison. Our houses are like open prisons. They are safety, but we can also be locked inside them and also locked inside our minds while being locked inside our houses, which, yeah, like we don't want that either. We want the freedom to travel, to experience new things. But when love kind of is having such a bad reputation right now in your mind, in your heart, it can be hard to view it in a good light when you've come out of a recently bad experience. And if you're hearing from them, maybe they're hitting you up, maybe they do have an apology. But if you feel like they put you in competition or risked your love for, you know, something or someone else, because this mightn't even be another woman or another man per se, but something that just made you feel like you were in competition for their love and that they didn't fully have their eye on the prize. You are the prize, group 3. Yeah. And I mean, I think it brings out your dark side when you feel like the consolation prize or, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You walked away if this was a third party situation. And in fact, they got the consolation prize because look at you. You are a great provider, an amazing provider, but not to ungrateful mouths. Right. So maybe this person was going around, you know, not being grateful. Maybe they were saying things that was kind of disparaging instead of, you know, good to you. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. So if this is the dark side, yeah, I feel like you don't even like the mystery because that's the thing. It's kind of, you don't know what to expect next. It's just a bit, you're more comfortable when you're doing what you know how to do and what you know how to do well. And maybe opening up again to love after a betrayal of some sort, or, you know, even opening up to this ex if they do decide to try come back in and, you know, refresh, relight the fire. Yeah, I still do see you being very skeptical because you're wondering, well, why now? Why now? You know, why couldn't you have done that? Why couldn't you have collaborated with me at the start? Made me your number one? Back a deck, we can see the owl spirit. You can see clearly now. And yes, indeed, group number 3, you can see clearly that it's time to travel and to eat in good company, even if that is alone. So maybe you're planning a solo holiday. And the thing with eating or feeling unhealthy, the thing is, it's just getting that passion for yourself. Sometimes these tasks can feel menial and boring and just, you know, survival mode, just doing it. But this cat is enjoying the hunt, enjoying the chase, the thrill. So it really is a thrill to completely be self-sufficient. Yeah, I feel like that gives you more of a thrill than any, you know, half-hearted love problems that are going on. Not half-hearted, but, you know, if someone is acting half-hearted or in and out, yeah, you've still got a lot. You've got bigger fish to fry, group number 3, than a half-assed lazy lover. So, and if they do feel like they're making you in competition, well, then that is just an absolute cheek. That is an injustice. It's appalling because, what did I say? You are the prize. You deliver the goods. You bring so much, more than most, to the table. When most can't even go out and hunt themselves. Yeah, and a white cat, you're very pure of heart and pure of soul. Just looking at love in a negative light, I do feel like this is going to pass with time. But yeah, you have to build up your confidence before you kind of go out seeking new experiences again. You're still building up, maybe possibly building yourself back up from a bad breakup. Putting those jigsaw pieces back together. So, what are we having next? Yes, the tarot. I nearly forgot. I'm a bit forgetful. I think it's because it's very late though. I think you're a night owl. Yeah, because we had... Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I was still shuffling, but we had the owl spirit, remember? Yeah, so you're a night owl. Like myself. But sometimes that grind don't grind itself, you know, while they sleeping. You be grinding. Yeah, group number 3. You're focusing on the bag, on your bag. Especially if the love bag isn't delivering, then it's the money bag that's getting the focus. Yeah. Okay, we've got the moon reversed. Trifling mistakes, truth, deception, recognized, consciousness, and clarity. I do see you getting the truth about a situation, and if this is a third party situation, then I do see you gaining clarity on it. And any deception that you felt because of a lover, don't let that affect your attitude towards love as a whole. Not all people are deceptive, but if people are deceptive, isn't there usually a reason for it? And if it wasn't that bad, why would they lie about it in the first place? It's like the boy who cried wolf. Wolf, hungry like the wolf. Hungry like the wolf. Oh, we've got the moon and the sun. So the moon reversed, the sun upright. Success lies ahead if you keep to the path. Glory, gain, satisfaction, radiance, ooh la la, positivity, strength, and vitality. Yeah, and you are going to experience new things because the sun is coming down to shine on you, to bless you. You've been working, you've been grinding. It might have been the dark night of the soul. You might have been questioning yourself. Self-deception. The clarity is coming in. And your sunshine is coming, group number 3. You've already started building it. So the sunshine is just being totally stable and comfortable and knowing that you got this. You don't have these niggling worries in the background because it's just strength and vitality. There's only room for the good with the sun. Completion, success in endeavor, result of true will. So anything you are starting at this time, you are really, really tapping in very intuitively with any projects you are doing right now. Any work at home, you know, bringing home the bacon. Whatever it is that you're doing, you are going to do it amazingly. And I do feel like you're going to feel a lot of satisfaction and reward from investing in things like your home right now. And yourself, your own hopes, dreams, goals, and endeavors, and particularly travel also. I feel like you need a little breakaway, a little mini break, group number 3, even if it's a solo mini break. There's nothing wrong with going solo either. I'm getting that song by Jason Derulo. I'm solo, I'm riding solo. This one, is this jumping out? Is it riding solo? Is the question. Okay, the 10 of Wands. Oof. Lying, malice, obstinacy, envy, irresponsibility, and carelessness. Yeah, you've got clarity about a situation. If you've been involved in a third party situation, group number 3, no matter what way that fits, I do see you getting clarity about this situation. Trifling mistakes, someone F's up and you see through the deception with the moon reversed. And that will lead to your strength. Because even painful lies, I'd still rather have that than, or the painful truth. Sorry, painful lies. Yeah, this, these lies were painful. But wouldn't you rather the painful truth than a pretty lie? Because that's just deception. That's the moon reversed. But the moon reversed is clarity. The moon upright is the questions. So you've reversed that. You've got that clarity by keeping tabs or something like that. Yeah, you've been carrying a heavy load when it comes to love or just life in general. And yeah, your dark side, you could feel envious. And sometimes you could drop these ones out of frustration, utter frustration. But when someone is lying, I do feel like it brings out that part of you, like a visceral part of you. Don't you lie to me. No, you can lie to everyone else. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Okay. Right. Now, so, that's not necessarily a dark side of you, but I do see it bringing out the dark side of you. And carrying a lot of weight for a long time. This is like gathering weights, gathering burdens. It's not just 1 or 2 burdens. This is 10 of them upside down. So as hard as it is to carry them upright, upside down, not a chance. You were carrying a lot on your mind. But I do feel like you did receive some clarity. And that clarity brought with that satisfaction. Because, yeah, even if it wasn't the answer you were hoping for, it was an answer nonetheless. The moon is reversed now. We have clarity. Before, you just had questions. You answer your own questions, group number 3. You don't need an oracle. You don't need a mystic. You can answer your own questions if you have them. You can sustain yourself. You don't need a fisherman. You don't need an owner with a tin of cat food. You can go out to the sea. It might be a risk on the ladder or whatever it was that she needed to catch these fish. Yeah, it might be a little bit risky, but I see you being well able to take that risk. I certainly do. Yeah, can we get one? Let's try that again. Can I get, the koi fish spirit? There is always enough. Falling under all these fish, there's always enough. So yeah, if you feel like you've been stockpiling for a rainy day or saving up for a rainy day, fear of losing everything or not having enough, the koi fish spirit is saying there is always enough for you, for everyone else. It's great to stock up and to be prepared because preparation is key. Yeah, group number 3. But there's always enough. And you realize that yourself. But is there enough room in your heart for love right now? Or enough room for forgiveness? Even when you do have the truth. Especially if the truth is not so pretty. Yeah. Right. I feel like we need 3 more oracle messages. I didn't do this many on the other groups, but theirs went on for a lot longer. But I'm a little bit confused with you, group number 3. Yeah, because I do see that you took a situation that left you alone and kind of, feeling in despair about that. You took that situation and made the most of it and went and got the bag, got the fish. There's always enough. You got enough for yourself, especially if you felt like you weren't being made to feel like enough in a relationship. If you weren't being treated like the prize that you are, you felt like you were in competition. And then, it was a mystery until you got the clarity about the situation. This might be from your own intuition, your own investigation. Yeah, something that was a mystery you discovered, you identified. And once you identify the problem, you can decide what to do with that, the best course of action. So you could get rid, you could rebuild. this cat is alone right now. So yeah, I think you did. If someone didn't treat you like the prize, you left them like it was funny. You treat me like a joke? Right. Laugh at this. Bye-bye. Ghost. Silent. Gone. But if this ex-lover is trying to come back in to collaborate yet again and slot their jigsaw into yours, if you know what I mean, I do see you kind of taking the high road and saying, well, actually, I'm very happily independent right now, and if you're just going to come my way with more problems, crosses to bear, yeah, you've given me enough. Why don't you run back to Mrs. Peacock over there? Cluedo could be significant. Yeah, Mrs. Peacock is a character. Yeah, but Cluedo is like an investigation game. So you have to discover it gradually. Yeah, so I feel like you've discovered your life, yourself, your life purpose gradually. But when it comes to investigations, you are thorough and you inspect everything. If there's anything to find, group number 3, you will find it. Yes. Oh, yes, you will. So let's get a few more Mystic Love Oracle messages before we retire for the night. Can I get 2 more, possibly? And then I just want to pull one more animal spirit. I just feel like I need a little bit more context, group 3. So you definitely do. And this energy is something that, woo, you are going towards because you're building new for you. You are building the new for you, group number 3. And so you should. This independent spirit, I mean, that's an absolute power move in itself. Can I get one final Mystic Rose Oracle for group number 3? Take it or leave it. But make a decision. So I'm keeping it. Family, security, spiritual awakening, realization. And him, divine masculine. Yeah, I feel like you had a spiritual awakening or realization about a divine masculine. Maybe it's someone that you did have a family and security with. If they didn't treat you and your family, or the families have together, like the prize, yeah, I do feel like you were in despair about this. And if they left to go fish in some other ponds, you were the one who was left to go and get all that, you know, to be on the hunt. Yeah. So you had to pick up the slack and the things that they left behind. You had to be the family. You had to be the security. Maybe you thought that this is what a family looked like at first. And now it either looks like this or it looks like this. Or maybe with 2 kids, whatever. It could be a single parent of 1 or 2, but maybe a family dynamic turned into a single parent dynamic because someone went elsewhere, dipped in to other waters. Yeah, because look, they're dipping into the water here. And yeah, I mean, this was a prize in itself, so why anyone would risk that is beyond me. Maybe it took you really just connecting with yourself. And I do feel like you're intuitive, but it did take a lot of hard work and realizations to really kind of face the truth. It's hard. It's not easy. We would all rather a pretty lie than the harsh truth. But I do feel like mystery, you are done with the mystery. Because the reality is, you don't treat me like a prize? Okay, I'll take myself elsewhere. Look what I can bring to the table. You don't appreciate it? That's fine. That's fine. It's just not going to your table. It's going to my table, or whatever I'm bringing to my table, only worthy mouths are being fed. And I do see you thinking that this so-called divine masculine, I think you thought they were your divine masculine, but they just came to take instead of to give back, especially if they were just out seeking other options. Life is a mystery, enjoying the mystery, leaving you in a mystery, not even giving you clear answers. Then you can go fishing on your own. You don't need company. You don't need company when you eat. You don't need company for any of these things. You are really just very independent right now. But if you do have a family to provide for, then if this ex-lover is a part of this family and decides they want to come back for some more, obviously it's a big struggle and a big challenge to just, completely cut them out of your life for good. It's not as easy as that. And if they want to come back to collaborate to put this jigsaw piece back together, because it does look like it fell apart somehow. Yeah, I mean, it's all in your hands. I feel like this is completely your decision because you've been in this independent energy. So it's up to you whether you want to stay in that or if you want to try rebuild this family, give it another chance. But if it is falling on top of the sun, I do feel like your family is ultimately what makes you happy. Even on the dark side of this, it makes you happy, but also this family security, this is what brings out your dark energy, is when this feels like it's not going well, when it's upside down, when your sun gets reversed. But right now it's upright. So to me, I feel like you're embracing your dark side, group number 3. And if this means you're going to be on your own, going solo, going your own way, experiencing your own things, I really see you enjoying every moment of that. And something that used to scare you, being alone, is actually something you realize, I can get a lot more work done on my own without this weight on my back, without this demon on my back. Yeah, I feel like you see them as a parasitic attachment that now that they're gone, you just feel so free. You're like, I could have been getting this the whole time. But yeah, this love was holding me back in some way, shape or form. No more time for mysteries, group number 3. You want the answer. And you know that answer can be found within yourself. You get that green. You get the green. The green, like, you get that money. You get that. You just deliver whatever it is that needs to be done. Group number 3 delivers. You can guarantee that. So can I just get 1 or 2 more spirit animal messages to close out group number 3's reading here today? Please and thank you, Spirit. I feel like we can't see these. This is ex-lover and call. So let's keep that in mind. Can I get 2 more spirit animals, please and thank you? Woo! For group number 3. And then we will be on our way to a new life, a whole new world. Yeah, no more mystery. You want to plan your future now, group 3, even if it's independent and alone. If anything, you're like, well, less to worry about. And if you are a single parent, I do still feel like you're in the energy of accepting that and knowing that it'd rather just be you bringing everything to the table than having someone who's bringing not only to your table, but bringing to other tables also. You're like, you stay at that table. You ain't sharing my food. No. Not if they're not bringing it home and just taking from you. Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. You're working hard. Don't overwork yourself, especially if you're the only one that little mouths can depend on. Yeah, this is hard work. This is heavy work. And a lot of the time, the mother, and not only in cats, but in any animal out in the wild, the mother goes without in order to feed her children when there's not enough to go around. But I do see that you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. So even if you think, I can't do it on my own, that's such an obstacle. How am I going to overcome that one? you can and you will. And don't even ask that question. That's not a mystery. You should know that you can and you will overcome any obstacle that comes your way, because you already have, and you've done it alone. And how many people can say that they've been through the dark night of the soul alone? Spiritual awakenings often lead to the dark night of the soul. It's not all fun and games having a spiritual awakening. In fact, it's probably the darkest thing you've ever gone through. Yeah. And like, for the dark side, this spiritual awakening is what brought you into your dark side in the first place, but it's also what made you embrace it. The dark side is where you found the sun to light back up that love within you, that self-love, and to start again, to try again. Yeah. And I do feel like, traveling will pay off for you, because this cat went past where she normally goes to take a little bit of a risk, and look at how that paid off. So yeah, I feel like traveling, even if it's a solo little mini break, will really pay off for you. And the deer spirit, bring a gentle touch. Yeah. Don't overwork yourself, and make sure you get enough rest, and make sure you're gentle with yourself. Even when it feels like I'm completely alone, I have to provide the sun and, still make it look like it's easy, and make it look like I'm okay. Especially if you do have younger, energies around you, you kind of want to keep that stability and keep that energy so they don't pick up on, your sadness, your kind of grief for someone leaving or going to another table from yours. Yeah, maybe they could have stayed at yours, but that would have required you to ignore the ugly truth and accept a pretty lie. And yeah, you are way too enlightened and spiritually awakened now for that. And this dark night of the soul, the spiritual realization about this divine masculine, is really what brought you into your power, into your sun. But to get there, you have to dive very, very deep within the darkness of your own soul. Yeah, group number 3. So it certainly hasn't been an easy journey to find your sun, but a sun actually could be significant as well. But yeah, I actually think instead of finding the sun in anything or anyone else, you are a great provider, like I said, and I feel like that brings you sun, that brings you deep satisfaction. You are a carer, yeah, a lover of your family, that you provide. You make sure you will always provide. And even if you have to go without so everyone else can have enough, you have done that. But I do see, because the sun is coming in and this independent energy, that you're not going to have to go without anymore. If you have been going without, yeah, you don't need to make this self-sacrifice anymore. There is more than enough. So if you're doing this for everyone else but yourself, or, filling the plates of everyone else at the table and kind of forgetting about yours, oh, I'll eat later. This could be literally, but yeah, instead of saving it all for a rainy day, celebrate what you have now, here and now, with the feast that's here. There's more than enough for you and for your family, for your little ones, if you have them, even for your pets. They can have the leftovers. Yeah, group number 3. So I do really feel like you notice us. You know how to make that money. You know how to turn the dark night of the soul into the sunshine of the soul. The darkest winter into the hottest summer we have seen in a long time. Yeah, I feel like your summer is going to be very hot and spicy, especially if you are single and independent. I do feel like you're going to experience new things, possibly even travel with a new lover. It might have just taken a spiritual awakening about an old lover, an ex-lover, in order for you to really get into your sun energy. It might have taken you finding out the truth, the explicit truth, the harsh truth, in order for this to really end properly. You know, when things are a mystery, we don't really trust our own judgment, but I do see you completely trusting your own judgment now, because look, that judgment call, you've got excess, and guess what? You did it all by yourself. That cat is bringing home the bacon alone, and whether this is for yourself or literally for a family, I do see you doing all of this and making all this spiritual progress, overcoming any obstacle on your own. But make sure to be gentle with yourself in the process, because you might push yourself too hard because you feel like you do have all this pressure on you. It's not just you have to worry about. You can't just be completely selfish. It's not just you're doing it for. Yeah. So just make sure to always make sure that your own cup is filled, your own plate is filled, because if you're the provider still needs to have that love put back into them. And if it's only you that's doing that at the moment, it shows there's an extra need for you to completely love, appreciate yourself, and give yourself those flowers, especially when no one else is acknowledging or giving you those flowers, saying you're doing a great job. Let me be the one to tell you here today, group number 3, you are doing a great job, and never let anyone tell you otherwise. You are the prize, and if someone treated you like a joke, and like, you know, if they broke sacred trust with you for a peacock, someone who was just showing off their feathers and just, you know, a pick me peacock, yeah, I feel like you're going to come in with this energy, and any disrespect is going to be met with the rhino spirit. The rhino spirit has your back. If anyone is disrespecting you behind your back, the rhino spirit went and made sure to leave an impression. Yeah, and I do feel like getting out of this situation, overcoming this obstacle, is what brings you to the point where you can actually travel and experience new things. This cat traveled to experience new things, gained the rewards and the benefits, and I see you doing the same, going through many, many spiritual awakenings. There's more than one, but at the end of the day, even after the dark night of the soul, for you, the result is the sun. So your sun is coming in. Yeah. This darkness is only going to be very short-lived. You're not meant to stay on the dark side, group number 3. You're just a visitor. You're just passing by. Although this divine masculine ex-lover that you are connecting with, I think they need to stay on the dark side while you go back into the light and find your sun. And the funniest thing about it is you found the sun within yourself, because they treated your love as a joke. The best revenge is finding that love you want from them within yourself and leaving them in the darkness where they belong. Let them have whatever attachments, whatever entities they want to dance with. Leave them at it, because you are too busy dancing in the sun and celebrating yourself, completion, success and endeavor. Your true will is what got you through this, and it can get you through anything else. So never ever question yourself, and never ever worry. You can overcome any obstacle. Any mysteries can be revealed. If you have questions, give it to God, give it to the angels, ask them to answer for you, and you'll be surprised the strange coincidences that happen when you directly ask questions to the universe and to source. Yeah, and even if you do have questions, group number 3, I don't see you questioning yourself anymore, and that is the main thing. And the thing is, this independent energy, if that's the safest bet right now, well then that is great, because you are a safe bet for yourself. You won't let yourself down in a way that other people can. Even divine counterparts can be not so divine sometimes. And if they're not in their divine energy, it could be a twin flame connection, but they're not up in that level to even acknowledge that or notice that. Yeah, so I really just see you enjoying you right now, having a lot of time to meditate. And if you do have, kids to raise, things to do, a job to go to, I still do see you taking at least an extra few minutes a day in order to even just breathe, or to just close your eyes and breathe for a few minutes. Just take a bit of time with yourself to reconnect. Yeah, because if you did feel disconnected and you felt like, oh, I don't bring much to the table, it took you being out having to provide yourself to make you realize, actually, I can provide a whole lot better than the bare minimum that this divine masculine was even given in the first place. The peacock, stay. Peacock can have him because you're too busy. You've got bigger fish to fry and you're too busy living in the sunshine. They're frying in that sunshine that is coming in to your life very, very soon, group number 3. So yeah, you're not meant to stay on the dark side. It was just a brief visit. You are coming back into your sun energy. Prosperity is coming. So do not let any ex-lovers or anyone throwing shade at you get in the way of your spiritual awakening, because you are meant to be here right now. This is still a part of your spiritual awakening, and you are just going to go further and further with that. And I wish you the very best of luck. Mwah. Please like, subscribe, comment, and come back very, very soon for another pick a card reading. And thank you for sharing your energy with me here today, group 3. I hope you are blessed. And this union, even if you decide, it feels like the good and the bad side, even if you're weighing it up, I do feel like your intuition, you know what's good for you. And if this person is not showing their best self, well, then I don't think you have room for anything but the best. Definitely not the bare minimum, the best, because you are the best. And you're certainly not delivering the bare minimum. So if they're not at least bringing a bit of sunshine with them to the light side, then they can stay on the dark side. So thanks again. God bless. And I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye, group 3.